Hi everyone, we're at the Seattle Boat Show 2019 and we are in the indoor display at the Century Link. There's almost 40,000 square feet of boat show displays, and then from here we're going to go down to the Lake Union display and look at the water boats on the water. So we're going to take you on a tour today, so have fun. Scott and I have been to over 20 Seattle boat shows over the years. This year was a little different because I now work for Lake Union Sea Ray. Under our brand we have Boston Whaler, Bayliner, Heyday, Lowe, Sea Ray, Monte Carlo Yachts, Mastercraft, and Nautique. Because I worked the show, Scott and I didn't spend a whole lot of time this year, but we did take a moment to walk through and check a few things out. It's hard when you don't own a boat and you don't really have anything you're looking to buy. But if you do follow our blog, boatingjourney.com, you know we are in the market for a boat. In fact, we looked at one last week, so we are looking for some supplies. Maybe not a ski-doo, but we definitely are going to need a few things. The boat show also offers a whole display upstairs, and those are with vendors that offer things like books, batteries, anchors, electronics, really just about anything you might need for boating. The fun thing about going to a boat show is there's so many cool gadgets and things that you could buy. You could spend a fortune. It's definitely something we would love to do. After Scott and I toured the indoor display, we headed down to South Lake Union to check out the boats on the water, including our company's display, which had 6 Sea Rays on the water. From there, Scott and I decided to go check out a beautiful trawler made by Sea Spirit just a few doors down. This was a classically built boat, all wood throughout. It had a 3,000 nautical mile range and it was absolutely beautiful. I think they were asking over $1.7 million for this one. They thought of every detail on this boat, including holes for flags. That's what those holes just were you saw. They were a flag for every country as they visit. Can you imagine living aboard this boat or traveling around the world on it? I sure could. Not only was the master stateroom huge, but the engine room was bigger than my kitchen. Can you imagine? Next we checked out the Greenline 39 solar powerboat. This is a pretty cool boat and it would be perfect for the Caribbean. The very first catamaran that Scott and I ever toured was a lagoon. It was the lagoon that got us hooked on sailing in catamarans. This boat was a 39-foot and it was the new model. It's funny to go back onto a boat that you once loved and then really take a good look at it. We've seen this boat both in Miami and Annapolis. And now that we've come back to it in Seattle, it's not necessarily our favorite setup. There were 3 catamarans at the show this year, and of those, our favorite was the Nautica Open 40. For a 40-foot, which is virtually the same size as the lagoon, it just seemed roomier. We liked the cockpit area and the seating for the captain's chair. One thing we liked about the Nautica is how open it felt in the outside cockpit and how it opened up into the galley and the salon. Most catamarans are set up the same when you get down to the berths. You're either set up as a charter version, which is going to have 4 staterooms, 2 on either side, or an owner's version, which has 1 stateroom and head on one side and then 2 staterooms on the other. This was set up as an owner's version. After going through the second catamaran, Scott and I called it a day. The exciting news is we did look at a boat last week and we might put an offer on it this week, which is super exciting. Be sure to stay tuned and follow our blog for more updates. Also, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel because we buy a boat, we're going to have a lot more journeys to share with you. As always, thank you for following us, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stay tuned for next week and see if we have exciting news.